Yeah, that was an absolute grinder. I've told our guys this: every game's going to be an absolute war in this league. I mean, Creighton's got a really good team. Greg McDermott does a tremendous job. They're really good defensively around the rim. I thought that Ryan Kalkbrenner specifically, man, he just really changes the game on that end. Just his size, his length. I think they had maybe 4 or 5 block shots there at the beginning of the first half, and then I thought our guys got really tentative around the rim, finishing, also driving the ball. So we made an adjustment at halftime. We said, hey, listen, instead of just picking and popping our bigs, we started to try to really ground the shot blocker a lot more in the second half to open up driving lanes for guys like Paul Scruggs, Colby Jones, DeJuan Odom, Adam Kunkel, and I thought we had a lot more success on the offensive end. I thought our guys played really hard. It was a great response coming off of Villanova. Villanova was obviously a disappointing loss, tough loss, and they got a great team. But in this league, you got to have amnesia. And I said you got to be able to move on very, very quickly, which our team did a great job of, and prepared the right way for Creighton. I thought we had our best practice of the year yesterday leading up to this Creighton game. And I thought, not that we were perfect today, but I thought our effort was great. We forced 21 turnovers. I thought our guys did a great job of getting their hands on basketballs out there, deflecting the ball, diving on the floor for loose balls. We played really hard. We didn't play perfect by any means on the offensive end. Left a lot of points out there on finishes, but happy for our guys. Like I said after the Villanova game, honestly, we're going to put this game to bed very quickly, and then we got to move on right to DePaul, which we play next on Wednesday.
First question, Adam.
Travis, against Villanova, you went with a small lineup in the second half down the stretch. Today, you went with 2 bigs out there in the second half for most of it, honestly. I haven't looked at the numbers. I'm not even sure how much Jack or Zach even came off the floor in that second half. But what was the thinking today going big?
Adam, I liked our matchups. Number one, to play big. I think that's important. Every game's a little bit different. And when you have great depth like we have, you can play different ways. We can play small. We can play big. I thought it was the lineup that gave us the best chance to win. From the eye test, analytical numbers showed that as well, to kind of back it up. So I thought Zach was good tonight. Listen, his effort, it's what I've been talking to him about, is just focus on 2 things. Listen, this has been, you try to put yourself in Zach's shoes. Zach's an all-league level player. We all know that. And listen, he missed, and people probably can't appreciate it, but when you don't do anything August, September, October, November, you get thrown back into the middle of the fray right away. It is really difficult on a team that, by the way, we got a really good team. We have other really good players. How's he going to fit in role-wise? And then we're playing him in a different position. So listen, I told Zach this after Villanova. I said, listen, I just want you to focus on 2 things and 2 things only. It's just your attitude and your effort. If you have a great attitude, you're a great teammate, and you give max effort, get back to just flying around, sprinting the floor, hustling on the glass, and he did that. And Zach was a different Zach tonight, and that's the Zach that we've been accustomed to over the years. That's that all-league level Zach. And he wasn't perfect. He missed some easy shots tonight, but he was terrific. And I thought having him and Jack out there on the floor gave us great size. We rebounded better, and then we were able to kind of still get the matchups we wanted on the offensive end while not getting exposed on the defensive end.
Joe Clark.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about the game Jerome Hunter had tonight or today? I think he had 8 first-half points, couple buckets, and key spots to kind of keep you guys in it.
He did, especially in the first half when I felt like our offense was really reeling. Joe, I thought, he made a couple big shots. I mean, he really did to kind of keep us hanging around because we were reeling there in the first half. Again, like I said earlier, I felt like our guys got really tentative around the rim with Kalkbrenner. I thought we did a better job in the second half of grounding the shot blocker and then kind of keeping the big underneath the backboard, which helped us. But Jerome definitely made a couple big shots there in that first half.
Adam?
Travis, I asked you yesterday about Colby disappearing a little bit in Big East play, at least offensively. And tonight I thought, we haven't really seen him attack like this in a little while. Why do you think he played that way tonight against Creighton?
When I met with Colby after the Villanova game, I told him, listen, I thought that was the hardest he had played in a while. You know this, on scouting report, one of the first things it's going to say, you have to keep Colby Jones off the glass. right? Everybody knows it. He's one of the best rebounding guards in the entire country. And I thought he gave great effort against Nova. I thought he had some wide open looks against Villanova. It just didn't drop, right? And those are shots that I want him to take. I have all the confidence in the world for him to knock those things in. Tonight, he was a little bit different in his approach. He got a little bit more down low in the post. He's able to get to the rim a little bit more as well. But I thought he was on balance. I thought he was composed. I thought he played at his own pace, his own speed, and it resulted in him being very efficient. I think he was 6-9 from the field. He finished up, I think, with 9 rebounds, I believe, 9 rebounds. I thought he played really, really hard, did a great job on Hawkins, who's a great offensive player for Creighton. Listen, even though Colby sometimes doesn't score, he impacts the game in a lot of different ways. Tonight, though, I thought he got to his spots to where he could really get a shot off.
And then I was curious, you mentioned grounding the big guy, the shot blocker. How do you do that? What does that mean exactly?
So that means you want to seal him as much as you can, Adam. You want to put a body on him as much as you can to where he can't just come over and just block all the drives that are happening, right? And Kalkbrenner, like I said, he is as good of a defender as there is in the country around the rim. I mean, he's elite at it. I mean, he's every bit of 7'1", and he is long, and he's got great anticipation. So I thought our guys, again, we did a much better job either grounding the shot blocker or what we call kind of swivel, kind of playing behind the backboard, right? You know, so like when the drive would happen with Paul, you would have our big man, if he helped over, he kind of plays behind the backboard, which sometimes distracted Kalkbrenner from coming over to make a hard play on the ball, right? Because our spacing was better, I thought, the second half compared to the first.
Next question. Adam?
Travis, you used a little bit of your zone in the second half, which has kind of been a theme when you play Jack and Zach together. But it also looked like you were pretty comfortable letting those big guys switch on a lot of stuff. Can you sort of walk us through what your defense did in the second half specifically that allowed you guys to sort of get back in that game and take control of it?
Yeah, I thought number one, I thought Colby did a great job on Hawkins. You know, they make him really, really difficult to guard. He's an elite shooter, and he got open a couple times, but I thought for the most part our guys were really on the game plan, the execution of it, the communication. But Zach, I thought Zach did a great job moving his feet. I didn't think there was any advantage when Nembhard had the ball on Zach Freemantle. Nembhard's a really good player, but when Zach's locked in and he has the right focus and the right discipline, he can guard guards. He can do it, and we need him to do that because we need to be able to play different ways on the defensive end if we're going to be able to play big. So what I talked about earlier is you can't offensively, you know, having Jack and Zach out there is awesome, but defensively we can't get exposed. We can't get 2 points at the offensive end and then give up 3. That's not how this thing works, right? We want to extend the lead. And I thought Zach's ability to switch, we even switched Jack Nungy some onto their guards as well, depending upon what lineups they had in. I thought our guys did a great job of executing the ball screen defense tonight.
Any other questions? Adam?
Yeah, I'm guessing that this is more just a product of how well your guys were playing in the second half, but, you know, didn't see a lot of minutes for Nate Johnson or Jerome Hunter. I just wanted to make sure that it was a case of there's nothing wrong with them. You just liked what you were getting out of the guys who were out there.
Yeah, you know, listen, we have a lot of guys on our team that are good players, and I thought AK was in a good rhythm. DeJuan didn't play as much in the first half. I didn't think he played as well. Second half, he played pretty dang well. I thought he had a huge impact on this game. Guess what? He played a lot in the second half. Our guys understand there's going to be a level of sacrifice that we're all going to have to make in order for us to win and win in this league, which is really hard. Every win in this league is hard. But again, Nate and Jerome are great players. Got all the confidence in the world in them. Again, they're great players for us. Just other guys were playing a little bit better tonight.
Any other questions? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.